Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. It's great to see, different people in the crypto space, respected individuals saying the same thing. Crypto is coming fast and furiously, whether you like it or not. This is being spurred on by, a new generation using this technology. One generation, namely the millennials, who have been adopting this technology, from a very young age. In this morning's video, I talked a little bit about BlackRock and their views on the adoption of cryptocurrency and how it has been accelerated. Guys, I'll link that up here in the top right-hand corner. Tim Draper is basically saying the same thing here. This one courtesy of Digital Asset Buy. Listen to this.
So Tim, what do you think about the legal battle? So because, Ripple, I think, was the first to really get sued, the big major lawsuit, right? They came out with that with a partial victory where the judge mentioned intrinsically these tokens are not securities. It's very much in line with Howey. It wasn't the oranges or the orange trees or the orange groves. It was Howey's packaging, his scheme. Gensler is taking losses in court, right? With Ripple, you got the Grayscale lawsuit and much more. Part of your prediction was eventually the incumbents and the people who are fighting end up adopting this. What are your thoughts on where we're at in that timeline?
We're getting close. We have at least one and maybe both presidential candidates looking to adopt Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as a way to encourage innovation because they know it's happening. I mean, the real killer is all this innovation is happening, and there are many Americans are coming up with these innovative things, and then they geofence the U.S.
Yeah.
In effect, not allowing anybody in the U.S. to try their product. And all those great products are happening outside the U.S., and all those customers are able to innovate from that new platform, and we're not, because there's this big dark cloud that is the SEC today. And the SEC is living in the past. It's an 80-year-old set of laws that they're clinging to, and it's just time to change. The world's moved on. And if you want to compete in this world, if you want to be the U.S. and still compete and still encourage all the innovation, all the great things that happen in the Silicon Valley, you've got to embrace this. And I think both presidential candidates understand that. Trump did first. He said, I'm going to be the crypto president. Gary Gensler's going to be fired. I'm going to do this. And so he grasped it early, but I'm also seeing Kamala have some of the same thoughts. So I'm encouraged that we're getting to that place where it's either embraced or accepted. I mean, it's hard. There are 50 million Americans with wallets, with Bitcoin wallets or crypto wallets. That is not a voting block you can ignore.
50 million Americans with crypto wallets. So that's staggering. Also, it seems like the Democrats have decided to pivot, since Trump did come out and say he's pro-crypto. Obviously now the Democrats are paying attention and they're realizing, no, this is an important issue that we have to be addressing if we do stand a chance. Again, 50 million Americans trading cryptocurrency. That is not a small number. So wanted to thank Digital Asset Buy and, of course, Tim Draper there for his insight. Also, Tony Edwards for that interview. XRPL integration continues to occur. This one from the Xaman wallet. They've just integrated with a new company, Xolix. Yeah, they've integrated a new swap integration. So Xaman has integrated Xolix, providing a new way to swap seamlessly into and from XRP. Users can now convert a variety of cryptocurrencies into XRP and vice versa, allowing for a more convenient experience in managing their assets within the XRPL ecosystem. And so here's just a screen grab of what one of the wallets does look like there. I will link this in the description if you guys want to know more, but just to give you guys a little bit more information, Xolix offers both fixed and floating rates. Users can choose fixed rates to protect against price changes during transactions. Xolix is a non-custodial service, meaning users swap directly to their wallets without storing assets on the platform. So swapping cryptocurrencies, making onboarding onto the XRPL easier than ever before by simplifying the process of converting cryptocurrencies into XRP. And I think, this could be, part of the reason why there's a lot of confusion and a lot of problems when it comes to the SEC and the current rules that apply in the United States. As you guys heard, Tim Draper said something along the lines of, the SEC is an 80-year-old industry and it's time to move on. It's time to change, embrace the change. It's because we have technologies like this that the changes do need to be addressed, I'm sure, from a legal standpoint, from a regulatory standpoint. But at the end of the day, the SEC does have to play ball a little bit. There's a bit of a give and take here. So here we go. Another integration with the Xolix wallet here for XRPL users, where they can swap any cryptocurrency into XRP seamlessly. So that's great news. Wanted to thank the Xaman wallet folks over there for pointing that out. People who believe stablecoins will take over the role of XRP on the XRPL as a bridge asset should know that XRP has structural advantages to the XRPL. So there was this comment too. I wanted to bring this up from Anders. He retweeted out Joel Katz's tweet. Again, another reason why we should have faith in XRP and not just say, there's so many stablecoins now. Nobody is going to use XRP. Only XRP can be used to pay transaction fees on the XRPL. Okay, so this is brand new news, okay? Everyone who transacts must have XRP to pay for those fees. XRP is the only asset that every account can hold that has no counterparty or jurisdiction and cannot be frozen or clawed back. XRP has structural advantages on the XRPL due to features like auto bridging, guys. So XRP is unique to the XRP ledger. It is still positioned to be that bridge currency to transact value. It's unique in that way. Stablecoins are just part of this picture. Remember, this is a broader ecosystem that is going to need a lot of different types of cryptocurrencies to function properly. And so, the XRPL uses XRP, burns XRP to function so that all these different applications see utility on the XRP ledger. So I wanted to thank Anders and Joel Katz for bringing that up. Now let's go back to codius. Codius, asks Michael Branch here. Pundit says Ripple's true development plan could push XRP to 5 digits. Well, how are we going to get there? The XRP community has resurrected discussions around the possible long-term goals for Ripple and how these could impact XRP's price outlook. According to the host of Common Sense Crypto, Ripple's real ambitions might go far beyond cross-border payments. Though these ideas remain speculative, they have triggered discussions, especially around Codius, Ripple's dormant smart contract platform. Now, for those of you guys who do not remember, Codius was introduced back in, it was originally conceived of, I think it was back in 2015. We're going to get to some more details there. But since then, Stefan Thomas did come out, I think, in the early 2020s saying, it's done and over with. I had to kind of kill it because, it just was before its time. And, now that there are so many other projects around, it's kind of a redundant solution. But could it be revived, guys? Speculation on Ripple's true plan. Recently, the host of CSC revived interest in Codius with claims that Ripple's true intentions have always been focused on more than just cross-border payments. According to the market commentator, Ripple is geared up to manage the entire derivatives market, an industry that handles trillions of dollars in daily transactions. And we've heard inclinations of that through representatives at Axelar. This speculation stems from recent developments, most notably Ripple's inclusion in the International Swaps and Derivatives Association. So yeah, there's that as well in last August. In addition, crypto exchange Bitstamp also recently nudged Ripple to join it in its development of a derivatives exchange. So guys, so much going on here. And so here is the tweet from Common Sense Crypto. This is Ripple's true intentions. Now, to make the connection to Robinhood and Bitstamp regarding Dan Gallagher, he's a CEO over there at Robinhood, and he is potentially, it's rumored that he's set to be the next chair of the SEC if Donald Trump does win the election. So this is a snippet from Kendra Hill. Think of cross-border payments as a nice testing ground to prepare Ripple for the use case they have been focused on since the very beginning. The true intentions of Ripple are to handle 100% of the transactions which take place in the derivatives market. So why do they not make this public knowledge? For multiple reasons. The most important one being that they are not ready yet. They are missing the piece to the puzzle, and that piece is called Codius. People think this is opium, but it is already being built out in real time. Like I said, look at what is happening with Robinhood and Bitstamp. And in this morning's video, I did just talk a little bit about this. Robinhood was to acquire Bitstamp. This is back from June. The acquisition will bring Bitstamp's globally scaled crypto exchange to Robinhood with retail and institutional customers across the EU, UK, US, and Asia. But guys, how is Codius going to play into this? Well, I wanted to bring this up. Okay, this is from On XRP. Codius, a mistimed protocol that would have changed the entire ecosystem. This was originally posted last summer in August of 2023. So they had an ambitious vision, announced in July of 2014. Codius embarked on a mission to establish a platform to construct smart smart contract distributed applications. In contrast to decentralized Bitcoin applications, this platform would leverage hosting providers akin to those operating numerous websites to host decentralized applications rather than relying on a decentralized network. It gives you some of the history here. So what was the vision? The vision for Codius was to provide a platform that enables the development of deployment of contract distributed applications in a more flexible and scalable manner, unlike some other blockchain platforms that relied solely on the decentralized network. To host and execute smart contracts, it aimed to utilize existing host providers similar to those used for websites to host these decentralized applications. So essentially trying to integrate smart contracts way before hooks and, even before Ethereum, really, because this was, it was around the same time, 2014. So working with Vitalik Buterin, actually, if you look at the history section here, there is a connection to Vitalik Buterin. Again, I will link this in the description. So why did it fail, guys? It garnered a buzz in 2015. The idea behind it seemed premature, according to Stefan Thomas, who was its founder. Additionally, adding smart contracts opens up new ways to attack the ledger. So there were several problems with that. Codius was envisioned to play a role of the intermediary layer, Stefan Thomas clarified. He added, imagine having a piece of code that accesses assets on the XRP ledger and that gathers data from Ethereum and perhaps even makes an HTTP call. This approach offers a much more flexible structure, and notably, these contracts could also trigger other contracts. So guys, what has happened since then? In 2018, Stefan Thomas announced Codius as the technical backbone for his new company, Interledger, but the development halted. In 2020, David Schwartz, he tweeted, unfortunately, at least for now, it's a victim of the fact that Ripple can't do everything we might want to do. If I wasn't working around Ripple, I'd build a business around Codius. And then more recently, in 2023, David Schwartz did tweet, I'm still trying to revive Codius. The technical pieces we were missing exist now, and I think there were some demonstrated market needs that it can address. I wish I could say more, but this is probably more than I should be sharing. And of course, we have seen more developments in the XRP ledger, including hooks and Evernode, which together form a global permissionless layer 2 smart contract platform. So now more technology has come out since that basically can do what Codius was set out to do all those years ago. Don't know if they are going to revive it. Again, David Schwartz did put out that tweet about a year ago now, but it does, beg the question. If we do see more development in this space, could some of these projects gain steam again? Could new life be breathed into some of these projects? Anyway, wanted to thank Michael Branch and Common Sense Crypto for posting that. How soon are these stars going to align? This one from John 1140. Do you have the Skyview app? It identifies all the constellations in current time. What's going on now just below the Eastern Hemisphere? Guys, we have Aquarius. The water bearer is pouring water over Saturn from a vase or a vase, depending on how you want to pronounce that, in the great flooding ritual. This is what's happening, guys, right now. If you guys are into astrology, or even if you're not, I'm going to try my best to explain it here. Aquarius, pouring water from a vase into Saturn. I know somebody pointed out this older tweet from David Schwartz from back on Christmas Eve 2022. All the elements are now taken. Google has earth, Apple has air, Amazon has fire, and Ripple has water. So guys, check this out, okay? Aquarius, the water bearer constellation, is depicted pouring water over Saturn in the following ways. Flooding the Nile with the Banks flood represented as a vase. Aquarius is an air sign, but it is symbolized by a water bearer. A water bearer, you say, pouring water, not from a vase, but still pouring water. A water bearer. Could it be a play on words, guys? Also notice this, the vase behind Gary Gensler, from, I guess, one of his Zoom interviews there. And earlier today, in this morning's video, I talked a little bit about if Trump were to become president, could there be a new head at the SEC? Well, here's another connection. Trump says he's ready for a North Korean Christmas gift. This was back from 2019. Trump jokes that maybe North Korea's Christmas gift for the U.S. is none other than a vase. Things that make you go, And to add to that, guys, we've got this concept of ICE9. I know I've showed this clip on this channel many times. Here's Jim Rickards discussing ICE9. But did you notice this? In the clip, this is only 35 seconds long. Listen to this.
With the head of Bilderberg. We met at Rockefeller Center in Manhattan, and he was very eager to get my take on the euro as a currency. I was happy to provide it, of course, in exchange for some valuable intelligence. As I say in my new book, he did not have horns. In fact, he gave me a nice gift when we parted ways, a blue Swedish vase. I keep it in my writing studio at my home in Connecticut. But my point is, I came away from all three meetings convinced of one thing. When the next crisis hits, the elites are planning to freeze the financial system, and they'll replace it with a new system, one not based on the US dollar.
Jim Rickards got a Swedish vase as a gift. This is the infamous clip of where he discusses ICE 9. I've done videos on this in the past, which I'll link one up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys are a little confused about that. So is there a connection, guys, to Aquarius? The fact that this is going on right now in the Eastern Hemisphere, and the water bearer, the pouring of the water, a liquidity issue, and if that liquidity does get shut down, what is going to be the solution? Are we going to need to usher in a cryptocurrency that solves for this? All this tying to that imagery of a vase. I don't know. Sounds pretty interesting to me, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.